everyone. My name is Ruth Gates, and I'm from Ottawa Centre, and I'm very happy to be here today to share with you. 1 year ago today, I was at my daughter's wedding, and I'm really happy to be here with you today because I'm not at a wedding. Yeah. So I'm very passionate about Atomy, and people have asked me why. Why are you doing this, Ruth? And I often think, why? Some nights I'm lying and I'm like, why am I doing this? But I am all about healthcare and how to empower people to be healthy in their lives. And I'm also about, I want to make an impact on the world. And how I can do that is by one, if it takes, to get people to be healthy in their lifestyle, and internally and externally. So that is my goal and my mission and my vision in Atomy. And thank you. I can't do haja because my skirt will come up too high. My husband was very smart about that this time. None of that, Ruth, get too excited. So he's pretty smart. So we'll go to the first slide. And it's interesting that he said that he wanted to be known as the best, because my business line is that we would be doing this for the best rest of your life. Atomy for the best rest of your life. So if they used Atomy for the rest of their lives, they would have their best life and health. So here is a short understanding of how Atomy works, and I think he explained very well that it also starts in Korea, and then we are a hub. The Atomy is the hub, and it's a distribution center. And it's very important to understand that distribution means that it comes directly from the manufacturer to your home, basically. And that's why that this is a very unique company. So it's easy to explain to people why it's inexpensive, because there's no middle cost for the arrival of the product to their home. So healthcare, as I said, I can actually say that I'm a professional healthcare worker. I worked 33 years in healthcare services. So when they asked me to do this presentation, it's right up my alley. If you must know, I've become known as the bowel girl in Ottawa, meaning when anyone has gastrointestinal problems, constipation, GERD, which is indigestion, they say, you know that girl, Ruth, she knows what to do. So I've actually become known as the person to go to when you're having problems with your bowel. HemoWim is the primary seller in my market, and I really push HemoWim because I know that it works for certain. I've had enough clients, members now, that actually use HemoWim and have really amazing results. And quantifying results that you can actually pinpoint when they started to feel better and how that evolved into a better health style and a better life. I have said this before, but it's one of my best stories. My husband went to his physician and found out that his white count was low. His hemoglobin was okay. So of course the big fear was that he had cancer, leukemia. So he went to a hematologist, which is a blood specialist, and that's when he started HemoWim. And after 3 months, he had a low white count. After 3 months, his white count was low normal. After 6 months of taking HemoWim, his white count was just above low, so it was normal, but low normal. And he has been on HemoWim for 3 years now. He's never had a cold sore or a cold or a flu since, and his white count is maintaining at a normal level. Not high, but at least at a normal level. So we really attribute his health and his white blood count, cell count for that. So it's all about your immune system, and that is what your white blood cells do for you. The other wonderful thing about HemoWim is portable, and it's easy once you get used to the taste. It's easy to justify paying that $1 for, because you really and actually feel much better. Other people have told me that they just feel better. They have energy, they're happy, and that's because there's vitamin B complex in it, and vitamin B is your happy vitamin. So if you're ever sad in life, take an overdose of vitamin B and you'll feel much better. So it says here, who should take it? Everyone. It's like an apple a day will keep the doctor away. Hemowim every day will keep the cold, flu symptoms away. So if you just want to maintain your health, and you know as we age, what happens with us is that our immune system doesn't work as proficiently as before, and therefore you're more vulnerable to catching colds and flus as they arise. And you see here it says students, we're just finishing exams for university, and you know how you cram, and so they need their energy also. So children also can take this, and I also know people that give it to their animals, their pets, for maintaining their health. And here is our newest product, is the Korean red ginseng. And when I was in Korea, I went on the Korean tour, and I actually stayed in Korea and visited Korea, which I thought was amazing. The food was great. I gained 10 pounds. Yeah, I ate every 2 hours. Well, there's so much choice. But I did go to a ginseng farm and learned about ginseng and how it's grown, how long it takes to grow, why is it red, how did they make it, so on and so forth. So I was very curious, and I actually had never really talked or thought about it. I thought it was something else. Horseradish in Canada is ginseng to us. But the really amazing thing about the ginseng product is that it's patented, and that patent is for the microgranulars that contain the ginseng powder, and there's two formats in there if you do your research, two products that make it exclusive to Korean red ginseng. So therefore, they had to patent it to maintain that, that quality, the ownership of that quality and the ability to capsulate it so that it's easy to take. I personally just whip it back and swallow it because it's a bit bitter. I tried it in tea and that didn't work so much because I had to drown it in sugar. So there was a up and down about it. But ginseng is the motor oil of your car. You put your oil in your engine to make it run smoothly and things don't clink and clank. Well, it's very much the same with your body. Ginseng is the red cell immobilizer, meaning it increases your brain activity, it increases your heart facility, meaning that your vessels of your cardiac circulation are kept clean with the oil, just like a car is clean when the oil is clean. So therefore, you reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, all of the things that are related to constricted vessels in your body. The other thing that it's amazing for is it also gives you energy. So people say to me, well, I take Hemowim, I take ginseng, what more do you want? There is more. There's more. Alaskan omega-3. And why do we take this? This is really that whole hydration inside and outside. So you're hydrating outside with your 6-care skin system, and this really actually helps the lubrication on the inside of your body. So the omega is not something that you can naturally obtain from food process, so that's why it's very important that you take it in a capsule form as we provided. And the other amazing thing is this also works really well to lower your bad fat, saturated fats, because this is the only happy, healthy fat that you can use to naturally give you your fats that everyone requires in their diet, but are unable to obtain unless you eat mega amounts of nuts. You would be a squirrel at the end of the day. So omega-3 is also for your heart, and it also increases brain activity. And it's actually, I was surprised to see that it's actually made and packaged in Ohio, United States, which would make sense because they're not going to send all the fish to Korea and back again, so they've packaged it right there. So it's also another way that you can see that Atomy is ingenious about how they're going to save money, and this is one of the ways that they're doing that. So they're able to supply us with the lowest cost per milligram of Atomy's omega-3 Alaskan oil. So the other thing is, what does this E stand for? And that is the vitamin E that's added. So we have vitamin B12 complex, we have vitamin E. So probiotics is the last and final, and I now have, I would say, I'm not bragging, 20 people on a probiotic regime with HemoM, either for constipation or irritable bowel. My latest member, Diane, called me, and she was very upset because she had gas. She said, I feel like I'm having a baby, my stomach's bloated. And I said to her, please be patient. Be patient, rub your tummy, it will go away and you will feel better. Within 10 days, and I called her, are you taking it? And within 10 days, her stomach flattened, and she had a normal bowel movement for the first time in 20 years. So I was teary, she was teary. So this is how I want to impact health and to show people that it's possible, that we do not have to live in poor health. There are products, and why not our products? They're the best, and they're at the best price. And the quality is such that it's very much impossible for us not to see results. And many of the research and documentation may help, can help, might help. But when you actually see people who have been helped and feel physically better and are able to phone you and say, I've had my first in years, it's really amazing. It's an amazing moment, and I'm very proud to be part of this team that allows people to be healthy. Just be healthy and be happy. So what more can a girl ask for? And this just tells you, if you want more, go to the website. I now have 20 people shopping independently. It was a real teeter-totter. I come from a government town. We're all skeptical, you know. We're not all liberals. And yeah, so it was tough to get people to shop online. So I must say that it was a turn and, you know, wheel turning every day, a spoke put in the bicycle wheel. And now I must say that people are shopping on a regular basis. I'm so excited. And it just takes time. And that's where sometimes we give up, because it's hard teaching and can't you do it yourself, you know? So don't give up on those people, you know? Keep trying to teach them how to use the website and to show them that it's easy, because this is really what people want. They want quick, easy access to what they want. Why not? We work hard, we have money. You know, they pay, they want what they want. So I try to make it as easy as possible for them to get healthier. And these are the other products, and this is just a sample of how you would go on the website and shop. And you can see, I don't know, you can see here that the headlines on top is how you would go on. The video that Atomy has made, the YouTube video, is how to shop in Canada, is extremely well done, and I send it to everyone with their welcome to Atomy email, and usually they shop on their own independently when I do that. I find when I do it myself, you're like, click here, go here, it's cumbersome, but if you send them the video, it's much easier for them to understand exactly how to go on, where to click, how to get in, and then how to get to the shopping cart. Most of the younger generation, that's like 2 years younger than me, are really proficient at shopping online, so it doesn't really seem to be a problem at all. And once they do it once, they're excited because it comes in the mail in 3 days. They're like, it's here. I know. Yeah, so it's cute. My mailman now wants to know what Atomy is. I make a point of going out to the street, hi! Yeah, so he wants to know now. So I'm going to open a box one day, just give him some, you know. So that's it. Thank you.